Are you thinking about and grappling with intersectionality wise these days?
Yeah, so for me, I have cultural betrayal trauma theory, which I created over 10 years ago. And the idea is that within group violence in marginalized communities has a specific harm because it violates the solidarity that folks need because of inequality. And I made the theory general, but it was steeped in Blackness as like my kind of primary group. It has Black feminist leanings and critical race leanings. What the book is about, and then what I've been thinking about, is specifically Black male perpetrated sexual violence against Black women and girls. And so I've been thinking for years now of I don't think that's all there is. Like there is a within group harm that's cultural betrayal, and that's true or can be true. But I wonder if I've been wondering if the kind of Black womanness, or really like the racism, sexismness, actually means that the sexual violence is serving as an instantiation of intersectional oppression, kind of like an instantiation of misogynoir. And so then what you have happening are two things, like the cultural betrayal in-group piece, as well as kind of like an out-group victimization, male to female. And so I've been puzzling for years about like what to do with that or what or what framework to hold. I discovered when I was writing the book, I was at CASB, which is Center for Advanced Study in the Behavioral Sciences at Stanford. So it's like summer camp, but for the year for scholars. And so they bring you together across disciplines, and you have they're deliberate about like different groups of people. So that year we had like an enclave of democracy scholars and an
Mhm.
enclave of race scholars. And so the race scholars got together and did like journal clubs. And there was a political scientist who introduced me to secondary marginalization by Cathy Cohen, which is that you have Black people who are marginalized, and then you have Black women, for instance, who are secondarily marginalized within the marginalized community, and then you have policing within the community of those further down marginalized people. And so that was the frame that helped me figure out like why does this Black male perpetrated violence like feel different than like two Black otherwise privileged dudes who one beats up the other one. Like something about this, like that's cultural betrayal too, but something about this feels different. And thinking there's this like instantiation of this intersectionality piece and through secondary marginalization. So I'm working on a paper that I started in Great Harbor Key in the Bahamas about theorizing this and like fleshing it out and then testing it. So I ran the stats today and in a sample of Black women, Black young women, about a sample of like 700,
Oh, wow.
um,
And how did you recruit them?
prolific academics.
Okay, as with the qualitative paper. Okay. Uh-huh.
Uh, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Um, that cultural betrayal, sexual trauma, so this within group violence, is associated with dissociation, moderated by intersectional oppression. And so the more intersecting
Right.
oppressions you have, then the worse off you are with dissociation. Uh,
Dissociation.
and so to see that and controlling for between group trauma. So trauma predicts bad stuff all the time. If you're in the trauma field, you know that. So you always control for between group trauma. So you control for essentially the impact of the trauma itself. And so to see that, at least quantitatively, interaction was I mean, bad for the world, right? You know, all the things, but like exciting to be able to document it. And it's what we found in, I think, one of the papers that's the recommended papers of the intersectionality praxis, like
Yes.
quality article, that's what Black women survivors said, was this like secondary marginalization, like it's worse off, like the more marginalized you get, the worse off it is for you.